Hello, this is Dinah Lane from the Harwich channel, here with folks from the HCT, Harwich Conservation Trust. Michael Locke, of course, here, the
Hi,
Executive
Dinah.
Director, hi, and Connor O'Brien to his right.
Thanks for having us on, Dinah.
Thank you for coming. And Lucy Palmer,
Thank you for having
who
me.
is a new intern. So first, let's start with what's going on with with Connor and Lucy.
Thanks, Dinah. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our volunteer projects that have been going on and all the great things that our volunteers and AmeriCorps members have been doing. This summer, volunteers have been working on bench installs for memorial benches, so at Coldbrook Preserve, invasive removals, which are kind of a constant project on our list. But in the summertime, that's when the growing season is, and we really try to push back on certain favorites like multiflora rose and bittersweet and honeysuckle. And then we recently worked in the utility line cut at the Diaz-Bill Smith Monomoy River conservation lands there to reduce herbicide use, a partnership with Eversource to mechanically cut certain target species that if we didn't do that, otherwise they would use herbicide on them. And just to reduce that herbicide use in really sensitive habitat, we step in and have this nice partnership with them, and our volunteers help with that. And related to our volunteers, our AmeriCorps member is ending their term this week, but we're happy to announce that we will be having an AmeriCorps member next year. The program on Cape Cod is continuing, and
That's great.
that partnership continues. Moving on to our intern, Lucy. Lucy's been with us for a few months now, and she's working on a really exciting project. And I'll let her introduce herself and tell us a little bit about that project.
Yeah, so I'm a student at the University of Vermont, and I'm hoping to study wildlife biology and forestry. And I'm with HCT to work on this project, and we're going to be putting in an otter den at the Coldbrook Preserve.
An otter den.
Yes.
Fabulous.
So-
I know there are otters there,
Yes.
but they need a den.
They do.
Okay.
So they come in and out, especially during the winter. And this is a technique that's been seen in Europe, but it hasn't yet been recorded in the U.S. So we'll be putting in an artificial otter holt, is what their dens are called, on the property. And then we're hoping that this holt will attract the otters to stay and live there.
What is it about the holt that is likely to attract them?
I think that
Oh, look, there they are.
I think that if there's already a place for them to live and they don't have to build it themselves, and it has structural integrity and it's easy access from the water, I think that they will appreciate that and use that as a place to breed and hopefully have future generations of otters.
How exciting.
Yes,
So this is a first for this area.
indeed.
Fabulous, and great that you're involved in that. How did you come to HCT?
Well, I was at school and I was hoping to gain experience in conservation over the summer. And so I was doing some research and I found HCT, and I just thought, I was looking at all the beautiful properties and reading about their work, and I just decided to email and hope for the best, and so here I am.
It's a great group to work with, and it's great that you're with us.
I agree.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mike, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
As usual?
We've got all sorts of walks, guided walks on tap.
Right.
You know, amazingly, thanks to our volunteers and our knowledgeable, experienced walk leaders, we're offering up to 300 events and guided walk programs a year now.
Wow.
Is that incredible?
That is incredible.
So they're getting folks out there exploring all these wonderful local conservation destinations, the variety of habitats with wonderful wildlife watching opportunities. And in particular, you'll see some photos coming up. Peter Trull, field naturalist
Yes.
and bird identification
yes.
author. He's also authored several other books about natural history.
Yes, well, he does
The
whales
Cape
too,
area.
I know.
He does whales
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
yes. He's led over 2,000 whale watching trips,
Yes,
actually.
right.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So
He is.
there he is, looking right back at us. He's leading walks at Red River Beach and to introduce people to the habitats there, both the barrier beach and the salt marsh system behind that beach. The Red River estuary, they'll see birds like piping plover here. That's a federally endangered species. We hear a lot about those in the news. Well, they nest out there at Red River Beach. And Peter Troll has also introduced folks to glossy ibis, which is an unusual bird to see.
Yeah.
But folks who have joined him on those Red River Beach birding walks have seen glossy
Yes.
ibis and a number of other species, just like
They're so
snowy
beautiful.
egret
Yeah.
here. So a number of other wading and shorebirds. Of course, what's a walk without an osprey overhead? So these classes, he's leading a bunch in August. For shorebirds in particular, they're starting their migration, many of those species, moving south along the Atlantic Flyway, which includes Cape Cod. Already, yeah. So they're feeding, including tern species, on their way to southern areas. And they spend some time here, so we're lucky to be able to take in some views, and folks can bring their cameras.
See them on their passage. Yeah.
See them on their passage,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah. So it's a wonderful opportunity. There's that kind of look behind the Red River Beach parking area to that salt marsh there. Thanks to some folks who've donated land over the past several years. HCT owns some salt marsh area back in there. So it's quite a robust ecosystem, and of course they're always looking for seabirds out there in Nantucket Sound. He's also leading walks at Bell's Neck Conservation Lands in August, and birding walks at, as we've heard about, the Colebrook Preserve. Which we know because of this ecological restoration in partnership with the town and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the state's Division of Ecological Restoration has really created a wildlife oasis, not only otters, but a variety of bird species. And Peter has been introducing people to the wildlife that's really rebounding there.
Great.
So they can find him on our website, harwichconservationtrust.org, and sign up.
Great.
Yeah.
And will he be pointing out the otter holts? Or will that not be ready for the walks right now?
It won't quite be ready, but when Peter's out there leading these birding walks, he's a natural history encyclopedia.
Yeah.
So if he sees anything like
fount of information.
Yes, like an otter pop up here or there, or maybe a turtle, or he'll point it out and share whatever he knows. It's quite an adventure.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great.
Yeah.
Always a lot going on, and so good to have you guys come in.
Thanks for having us.
So nice to meet you, Lucy.
Nice to meet you.
And enjoy your summer with HCT.
Thank you.
Okay. This is Dinah Lane from the Harwich Channel. Thank you so much.